Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. Now today what we're going to be talking about is icon swaps. So you're probably thinking, what do I spend my icon swaps on? How do I get icon swaps? All that good stuff. Today we're going to be explaining exactly how to get icon swaps, what you should spend your icon swaps on, and just some hints and tips around everything to do with them. So first off, we'll cover how you get hold of your icon swaps. If you're not quite clear on how you get these icon swaps, everyone's talking about icon swaps. Where'd you get them? I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to give you advice on where you should be spending your icon swaps and what sort of stuff you should be spending it on. Now, this video is purely advice, guys. It's up to you how you run your FIFA account. If you want to spend it on the ones that I say you shouldn't spend it on, then that's absolutely fine. But I'm just giving you the advice that my opinion. Okay, so guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit that like button, and let's get right to it. So let's get to it. To get the icon swaps, what you need to do is go into these objectives, and what you'll see is I've got some already, but it's win 6 matches with a La Liga team, Liga 1 team. You got to score in 20 separate matches, score in 30 separate matches, win 6 matches with a Premier League team, win 6 matches with a Serie A team, win 6 matches with a Bundesliga team, and score in 10 separate matches. But you've got to have 5 first owned players in that team. So I'll show you some of the squads that I used. I'll show you obviously the other section as well. So icon swaps here. So these ones are a lot easier. So this is, you just need an Eredivisie squad. It doesn't have to be 5 first owned players. It could be any Eredivisie squad, and you just got to win 5 squad battles on minimum difficulty of world class. Easy. Okay, I've already done the MLS one. I've got to do those ones, but super easy to do, guys. So that's like really easy to do. So I'll show you guys some of the squads that I used, that I've been using. So this is my my Bundesliga squad. I don't know why I was going to say Serie A. I do have a Serie A squad as well. And the beauty about friendlies is that you can use loan players. So if you've got a lone Haaland or a lone Lewandowski or whatever, you can throw him in, and it doesn't run down his contract. They'll stay on whatever contract they're on. So that's really good. And I used the Coleman card that we got from Objectives the other week. So yeah, that's my team. You got to remember the bench has to be from the same league as well. So you got to make sure all these are in the Bundesliga. If you have like someone on the bench that's from a different league, it won't work and it'll stop you going into the game. I'll show you guys a couple of other squads that I have. So the Premier League, I use this squad. Again, what you're looking for is the first owner. So if you don't know where to tell is the first owner, you see in the top right there, you got bought for first owner. If that says first owner there, that counts. So you need 5 first owner. So obviously this Bellerin one was the first owner because he was an objective. Fred is the first owner because I got him in a pack. I bought him. He's come down a lot in price since. Firmino I got as well, so that's 3. Obviously that's a loan card, so that's 4. And I think Telles, maybe not Telles. Is Leno? No. Who was my? That was 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sorry. I can't count. So yeah, it was Gedson, it was Firmino, Fred, Bellerin, and Sterling. So that made up the 5. So that's my Premier League squad, and this was my bench. Let's say you could put together any Premier League squad. And I guess one tip you can use for this is if you've got a say you don't have a strong starting 11 with 5 first owned players in, start the game with that, but put some strong ones on your bench and then just sub them on. And that is a really good tip for this objective. I'll show you guys my Serie A squad. That's my Serie A squad. They say a lot of lone players in there. A couple of lone players in there. I even used the silver player. I used that Cuadrado that I got in my red picks the other week. He's actually pretty good. I got Dybala first owner, and I used Muriel at the top, and that seemed to work out well. And then obviously this is my bench, so that worked out really well. I haven't made. I think I started the French league, but I do need to. No, I don't. That seems to be pretty decent. Why is he not on? Probably want to swap them over. There we go. That's my French side. I haven't done the French one yet, but that'll be my squad. Not bad. Mbappe up front and alone Jonathan David. Okay, so anyway, that's a few of my squads, guys, and that's how you get the icon swaps, is through the objectives. There was a few other squads that I could have showed you there, but I think you get the picture. If you want to have ideas for squads and stuff like that, head over to sites like Footbin, Footwiz, all those sort of sites. They have community squads put up, so you'll probably find a lot of concept squads up there that you can use. But just have a look in your club, put together the best team that you can, and honestly, just have a crack. A lot of people apply the golden goal rule when they're doing the one league friendlies. So if you score first, they'll probably rage quit and give you the win. And so if they score first, you know, I'm not telling you how to play the game, but they probably would expect you to rage quit. Okay, so just a heads up. But it's up to you how you play your friendlies. Like, I'm not telling you to rage quit. It is what it is. All right, now let's move on to the where you should spend your icon swaps. So once you get your icon swaps, there will be, you go over to the SBCs here and you can spend them. So as you can see, it's got 2, 3, 5, and that's how many icon swaps you need to get those, to convert into those. So I'm going to now give you my advice on how you should spend your icon swaps. This is just my opinion. Please do not take this as rules. It's purely up to you. It's your account. You run it how you want. If you want to choose the ones that I don't like, absolutely fine. Okay, so times 2 ultimate packs. Do I think you should do it? Absolutely not. And the reason why is because you're probably not going to get you know what it's like when you put FIFA points on your account and you start opening packs and you don't get anything. Do you think you're going to get anything in 2 ultimate packs? Probably not. Okay, there's a chance. There's always a chance. It's a pack. But are you really going to waste 2 icon swaps on something that is a chance? Nah, not for me. A5 plus times 5, do I think you should do it? Absolutely not. And the reason why is because you're probably just going to get 5 85s. Now, that's okay if you want to just use them for SBCs and you're not really looking for an icon or whatever. That's absolutely fine. Do I think it's worth it? No, I absolutely don't. 83 pluses. Now, this is a 25 card pack with 83 pluses. Do I think this is worth it? Yes, I do. Do I think you should do it? Well, that's a question that only you can answer, unfortunately. I think it is worth it if you're looking to try and get players to upgrade your squad. I would specifically do this around Team of the Year because you're very likely to get a Team of the Year player if you open some of these then. Would I personally do this pack? Probably not. But as I say, a lot of the players you could probably use in SBCs. Remember, these packs are untradeable. So don't think that if you get a really good pull, you can sell it off and get loads of money. You can't. Unfortunately, it's all untradeable. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, I mean, this is if you're looking to upgrade your squad, or you're looking for some high rate players, or you just want a lot of high rate players for like SBCs or whatever, then I would say go with this. Go with this. If you're looking to get a specific player, I wouldn't go with this. All right. And if you're looking to get an icon, I wouldn't go with this. All right. So that's my advice to you: is if you're looking for icons, don't go with that. So that's that. Nemanja Vidic, do I think you should go with Vidic? Well, that's personal opinion. I'm not going to tell you to go with this to Vidic or not. I'm a Man United fan, so I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Vidic, and I'll probably say yes, get him. It depends what you like in your icons, really, what you're looking for with your icons. I personally don't get excited about centre backs for FIFA. I don't know about you, but I always like to go for the attacking icons. So I'm not really going to go for Vidic. But, you know, if you want a centre-back, a new centre-back, and you want a solid one, then I would go for Vidic. Although, further down the pages, you'll see Ronald Koeman, which I think is a better centre-back than Vidic. But I'll leave that one up to you guys. I'll leave that one up to you. Base icon pack, do I think you should do it? Absolutely not. And the reason why is because there is a lot of terrible base icons out there. You could end up with a really bad one. And I just think it's 8-foot swaps. You know, you've got to do quite a lot of objectives to get that. You know, do you really want to just end up with an icon that is average? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want something. You want a certain guarantee behind it, don't you? So I would strongly advise not going for the base icon pack. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Just not worth it at all. Haji or Hagi, I don't know how you say it. As I say, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so apologies. Do I think you should go for this guy? I mean, his stats are okay. His physical stats aren't great, but you know, it's a cam, so you know. Again, I'm gonna leave these like sort of individual cards up to personal choice. It depends what you're looking for in a player. It depends on your formation, what you're looking for, what you want to strengthen. I personally wouldn't go for him, just because I don't think his he's just not a type of guy that I would go for. But his weak foot and skill moves is decent, so he's not a bad card, but I personally would go for him. Base or mid icon pack, would I go for the base or mid icon pack? Absolutely not. And I go back to my previous point about the base icon pack. When you look at this pack, what do you think? Base or mid? Well, you're probably more likely going to get a base. And then it's like, well, base icon pack, you're probably just going to get a rubbish one. I'm not saying you're always going to get a rubbish one, by the way. I'm just saying the odds on you getting, you know, there's more chance of you getting one of the lesser rated base icons than there is to get a mid icon. And so you're more likely going to get a base icon. So I'm going with the way I base my opinion is I have like a sort of safety net. Like, where do you put your safety net? Like, do you just want any icon? Well, in that case, just go with the base icon pack. Or do you want one that you can use in your squad that's going to be decent, you know? So I would avoid the base or mid icon pack or the base icon pack. Suka, that's actually a decent card, actually. 90 shot, 4-star, 4-star. Decent physical. That's a decent card. Again, I'm going to leave that one down to you guys. Personal opinion when it comes to the player cards. I'm not going to comment too much on that. Mid icon pack, do I think you should go with it? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't go with it. Don't go with it. Stay clear of these packs that don't have the guarantees in them. Stay clear. Stay clear of them. Honestly, you're going to end up with a rubbish mid-icon out of that pack. Like, I'm not saying there's not a chance you're not going to get a good one. Like, you might get a good one, you might get lucky, you might be that, you might hit that rough diamond and get that gem, but it's, I would stay clear of it. I would stay clear. Ronald Koeman, again, if you're debating whether to, if you want a centre back and you're deciding whether to get Vidic or save it for Koeman, I would say Koeman, because his stats are like green across the board here, and his stats are just a lot better. And if you just whack a shadow on Koeman, he'd be decent, you know. But it's up to you. Again, I don't look for defensive players. I don't look for centre backs in icons. I tend to go for the attacking players. But it's up to you guys. It's up to you. Rijkaard. I've heard mixed things about this card. Some people say he turns like a truck. Like he doesn't turn very well in the game, so it's thing. Some people say he works alright. He plays alright. Again, I'm gonna leave that one down to you guys. Do you like him? Go for him. I'm not gonna say yes or no on that one. Middle prime icon pack. Now this one is. This one I would say you can take a gamble on, but I personally wouldn't do it, because it goes back to that one where you could get a rubbish mid icon. What I think you should do is, instead of doing that one for 15, is go for the 89 plus mid icon pack. Now the reason why I'm saying 89 plus mid icon pack is the way to go is because if you look at the icons that are out, you look at mid icons and you look at the 89 pluses, there's a lot of good ones in there, and the chances of you pulling one of those good ones is a lot greater than that pack, because that pack you could get one of the 88 rated mid icons, or you might get like a rubbish mid icon. You could also get a prime icon. That's great. You know, I'm not saying that pack is completely rubbish, but I personally would go with that safety net. You see where's that safety net? You see where I'm talking about the safety net, you know, 89 plus. That's guaranteed 89 plus. Now, if you look at like Footbin or anything like that, in fact, we can pull Footbin up right now. So let's pull Footbin up right now, and let's see. So right, so here we go. Here's Footbin for you. So let's have a look at things. So these are all the 87 rateds, and you look down at those and you're like, well, ooh, probably wouldn't want that Frank Lampard card. I probably wouldn't want that. And it's a lot of like ones. You go to the 4th page and it goes down to, it's still 87 rated, and you're like, oh, I probably wouldn't want that Essien card. Although that's not a bad card actually, that Essien card. I've seen people use that, but you know, there's probably some ones in here that you probably don't want. But if you go to page 2 and you go down to, okay, sorry, page 3, these are all the 88, wait, it's 89 pluses, sorry, my bad, 89 pluses. Right, so if you go to 89, these and above, you got a chance of getting Beckham. You've Schweinsteiger's probably not the greatest one. And so is Reclaimi. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Philip Lahm, great. You got Ian Rush. You got Drogba. You got Sanchez. You got Kaká. You got Ballack. He looks decent. Steven Gerrard. You got Trezeguet. You got Socrates. You got Klose. You got Nedved. You got Shearer. You got Paul Scholes. You got Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore doesn't look that great actually, does it? That card is kind of thing. But I say there's like one or two that are bad. But if you scroll up this page, so if you filter the icons and go middle, then just look at the 89 rated. The point I'm trying to make is that there's a lot better ones in that category that you can pull. You got to better pool of players to choose from, rather than going for one that is totally not great and doesn't fit your team. All right, so that's why I'm going with the 89 plus mid icon pack, and that would be, if you were saving up your icon swaps and collecting all the icon swaps, that would be the pack that I would choose to open. That one is totally not worth it. Base icon player pick 1 of 3. I don't know why that's cost 17. For me, that pack should be like down here, but I don't know why they've put it up at 17. Thierry Henry, again, if you're a fan of Henry, go for him. I mean, it's decent stats, you can't go wrong with it. That's pure personal choice. Premium gold pack, you only need 2 for the premium gold pack, and that is repeatable. Again, if you got any spare at the end, you could probably do one of these or something. Do the jumbo rare players if you got 5 left over at the end. But I wouldn't do these to start off with. These packs at the end here is sort of like once you spent your icon swaps and you got a few left over, just chuck them into one of these. So I wouldn't touch any of these right away. But yeah, if you want my advice, guys, 89 plus mid icon pack is what you should save up for. It costs 16 tokens, so you have to save up for a bit. In fact, there's not even 16 tokens available yet, so you can't do it yet. But I strongly recommend that if you save up for the 89 plus mid icon pack, it will be worth it, and you'll get more hits than anything. So I strongly recommend you save up for that. All right, guys, that's it from me in this video. I hope you found this video helpful. But remember, guys, this is just advice. You can choose to spend your foot swaps on any not foot swap, your icon swaps on anything you want, guys. So don't take my advice as, oh, I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't do that. Why are you telling me to do this? I'm not telling you to do anything. You choose to listen or you choose to ignore. It's up to you. But anyway, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you next time, guys. Hope you're doing good. See you there. Until then, goodbye.